Hey guys, Ryan here, and we're coming to you from the Gateway Motorsport Park, or whatever they call this track that isn't Worldwide Technologies Raceway, because we don't plug corporate sponsors here, but I guess we kind of have to because I don't know the full name of it. But we're racing at Gateway in the Gateway 200 here tonight from the virtual Gateway Motorsports Park because I did not fly to St. Louis for this one, unfortunately. I would have loved to have gone to the actual track, but we can't afford to actually go to the actual track in any sort of imaginable realm. But at least we can go there virtually, and we can have a pretty good race there virtually as well. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to this one. Here we go. And green flag, and we already have a wreck. Green flag, and we already have a wreck. Hopefully the audio transitioned okay. Yep, looks like it did. Okay, phew. I was kind of worried about about how the audio transitioned there because it looked a little glitchy on my end. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a glitch on your end, but it looks like we already had a spinning crash. And Average Joe will lead lap 1. So Average Joe leads it back to the line over Will and some of the others, but Gerwitz actually was the one who started on pole position, and he is now back in the field a significant amount from the pole position that he had. Warriors currently third, right where he started. Looks like Will was the big mover though here on the restart. With the 10 there. The 00 joining us for the first time in several weeks. We got Sleevey in that number 73. He will be trying to race his way into the playoffs, and of course some of these guys like the 00 just trying to get some momentum as they are almost certainly not able to make it to the playoffs just based on attendance and whatnot, but they're still racing here for trying to build some race wins and get some momentum going in their favor here before the end of the season. But it looks like they've stayed green flag actually despite the crashes, and the 88 has a sizable lead right now already in this one. It looks like maybe he'll be able to pull his second win of the season in only, I think, his 5th start. I think this might be. No, his 4th start. My bad. This is his 4th start, and he might be able to go 2 for 4 on starts and wins. So, big moment though in the championship was actually prior to the race when Harmon chose to sit this one out, which is going to give JP a significant points lead, regardless of how JP actually performs in the race. The fact that he will earn some points from being here is going to be a massive advantage, and it appears like the yellow flag has come out. Not exactly sure what for out of the whatchamacallit's on track. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Looks like 73 might have gotten into something. But I guess let's go talk to the pole sitter though and see what happened there on the initial entry. Hey 42, you got a copy?
What? Oh, you got to come through. Ah! Shit. Okay, I'm just going through the grass.
Hey lawnmower, you got a copy?
I do. There we go. Yes.
Well, besides being a lawnmower, how's your car been on the first run?
Oh, seeing how I didn't get my setup in, it's like a tank on wheels.
Oh boy.
It is.
I'm assuming major adjustments here on the pit stop then?
Yeah, if I can get them in time.
Well.
What?
You were the pole sitter, and it looked like you kind of slid back there quite a bit early on. Are you worried about having to try and fight your way back through this field?
It's going to be a struggle because I'm going to be at the end here because with all this damage, I can't see out of the hood, so we're going to have to get that fixed. We're going to put a bunch of tape on it and then get it back to looking normal, and then we're going to be starting in the back, so hopefully we get around this 18.
Well, hey, don't worry. I heard Brendan Gaughan's there, and he's willing to come up and jump up and down on the hood to help flatten that for you.
Yeah, I think we might need to do that. It's still looking a little wobbly out there.
Well, it looks even worse considering the fact that none of the damage actually gets repaired on my end, so it's gonna look very torn up. But I'm sure you repaired it to the best of your team's ability within that 5-minute clock. So, good luck. A very confident number 42 car who apparently has a tank on wheels, and actually the leader is the 73, who I actually thought might have been involved in the yellow flag. Yeah, he was able to get to the race lead, so I guess his damage must not be as bad as it looks. Though considering he's had that, or he chose to go for some kind of strategy on the tires. But there we go, Warrior in that number 8 DSR car. He's trying to get back up into that top 2 after he contact with nearly everybody. That's pretty much everybody's in it. Liquid's in it. Actually, the 42 got through it. 88 got through it. 18 was in it. 43 was obviously in it. I think the 10 got in it. And there goes the 42 up into someone else. That's Sleevey in that number 73 Toyota Camry. Another guy in it. 42 in it. And I think everybody's... and that was also... who was that? I think that's the 5 at Laggy. Yeah, that's the number 5 there for Laggy. Who's now crashed. And now we got the 42 around on the entrance into the corner. I don't even know who to talk to after that one. Well, let's talk to the guy that looked like might have been the starting point of all that. Hey, Mister has too many names to count. You got a copy?
Oh, that's me. Hi.
yeah, that would be you. Any idea what happened to cause that? I couldn't really tell where it exactly started. It looked like you might have gotten loose off of a corner.
The Trevor didn't know I was there, and people don't see me.
Okay. Well, you see, that's because
I
your
was trying to
front end is
redistribute all the
too
positions
dark
after
of a
the
color.
restart, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you should have bright blue on the hood as well. That bright petty blue should be all over the car. Maybe add some day glow red though in there as well. Make it look like the King's cars of old.
I can't hear you when everybody's talking.
Oh. Maybe you should just make that whole thing bright petty blue and day glow red, and maybe then people would see you. Just like the King's cars from back in the day.
But I got a good restart, and nobody saw me, so we all crashed.
I can confirm that last part is true. You did all crash. Well, hopefully we can get a better restart this time, and good luck. You'll need it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think this whole field needs it, to be honest. Not picking on him in particular, just saying that I think this whole field needs a good dose of luck. Because they had a pretty good start, and now they have crashed again. And again. And again. So, yeah, finishing up our second caution flag of the race, and we are going to be going green flag this time, I believe. Green flag should be out this time. We've got Warrior and we've got Warrior in the 8, and we got the 88 on the front row. So the 8 and 88 on the front row, and then behind there, I believe that's the DSR. No, wait, no, that is not the DSR number 5. That's the JPM number 18. Then we got the BAM Racing number the BAM Racing 00. Yeah, so it looks like he's a bit further back in the pack, but here we go. Getting ready to go back to the green flag. They are really slowing it down here. Green flag should be out at the line. Green flag, green flag. Here we go. Man, they really slowed it down there. It felt like coming down to the start-finish line. And there goes Will. Absolutely, completely crashed. So yeah. So I'm trying to get the yeah, my internet essentially pulled a Ryan Newman on me. It looked like it died, and then it is currently in the process of recovering. Too soon? But yeah, so here we go. Looks like we are back. Still a bit laggy though. Hopefully that isn't gonna be that way for long. Yeah, feel free to let me know how the lag is, but I'm trying to figure out what I can do to try and minimize the amount my computer's trying to do, but there really isn't much I can do because it's just trying to deal with the stream, getting it back going. Yeah, right now though, 88 was able to make the pass there on the 8, and I believe that's the 5 in tow as well, or is that? Yeah, I believe that should be the number 5 Chevrolet because JP runs Mustangs. Yeah, that is. That's the number 5, a laggy 2 dope. Then we got Will in the number 43. We got Gull there in that number 10. He's looking pretty strong all across it. Yeah, I thought he was gonna win it too. I'm glad that he's gonna be back for maybe Atlanta. Here's hoping. I'm really hoping Atlanta, but I'm not getting my hopes up too high that he'll be back for Atlanta. But I think that that's probably his best track is Atlanta. So I would like to think that he can be back for that. But to be honest, it's more important that he gets a full recovery than is going for a win this season. Yeah, right now though, 88-8 truly have been the 2 dominant cars, and it looks like Laggy's crashed for the 3rd time tonight. I think he's crashed more often than my internet has. But yeah, and that's just kind of something you deal with. But hey, unlike Fox Sports, we will get to see the final 2 laps of this race. We are not Fox Sports. We will see the checkered flag on this one. Even if I have to show it in replay, I will show the final 2 laps. Although there isn't really a replay mode. And, oh, wow, that 42. He definitely looks tight. Like his race car is just a bit tight. Not really turning well there through the corners. But the 88 and 8, they've been two of the better cars the last couple of weeks here. And points wise, I think the 8's actually, yeah, the 8 is trying to basically break his way back up into that 2nd place. If he can finish 5 spots ahead of the 43, he will tie for 2nd place in points for the umpty-umpth week of this season, where they've ended up tied. Warriors got 2 wins on the season. Will only has the 1, but Will has been more consistent. And we are under the yellow flag yet again for, I'm assuming, Laggy's wreck, but I'm not really sure. The playoff situation essentially just solved itself, at least barring a missed race from JP. Unless JP misses a race, I think he will probably get in. Dodge Dakota still leads the points by a solid 17 points over Will, but that points lead is actually going to evaporate over this missed race. After he missed tonight's race, that's going to evaporate that points lead. And we'll actually give it, I believe, to either Will or Warrior, depending on who gets it. They might be tied for the lead in points at the end of the night if they end up 5 points separated between the two of them. Now we got JP in the pits there. We got that number 19. Man, that's a beautiful car. I mean, debate me on that one if you guys want to, but that 18 is, not the 18, the 19 is a beautiful paint scheme. But the 88 is the fastest on pit road, and it looks like Warrior's finally getting some of that damage fixed. Don't know if maybe he was involved in whatever crash happened that caused all this. But yeah, he definitely has been in the pits for a while, along with guys like Sleevey. So, definitely looks like it's going to be a fun one, though, here when we get this thing restarted. Right now, 42 still in the pits. There he goes. He in the 73 just coming out now. The 00 is on the front row. The 00 is currently, where is that driver in points? He is 19th in points. Yet he could... Never mind, I have him on the point sheet twice. Let me just go correct that real quick, because he shouldn't be on the point sheet twice. His points should be adding up together. Okay. Yeah, so his points would be about 19th in points at the end of that one. Or not about 19th, but... Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this whole thing sorted out, because... Yeah, it looks like the point sheet's a little bit of a mess, so I'm gonna need to clean that up. But that's for a later time, and probably gonna take up the majority of my evening after this race. But hey, you know what? We got a fun race to watch. No need to mess around with point sheets and whatnot right now. Good thing is that the top of the point sheet is taken care of, so at least I know where the guys at the top of the grid are. But yeah, so yeah, a lot of guys though that are probably going to lock their spots into the are gonna end up locking themselves into the playoffs. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do the math to see if any of them have mathematically locked themselves in already, but I think there's a chance some of them might have already locked in. But of course, we're still quite a couple races out, so there's still definitely a chance that someone could get outpointed. But and I say that would take like a flawless string of races by someone and a massive lack of attendance, which definitely possible, but not necessarily easy. But yeah, we had 10 drivers though show up tonight. We've still got 10 drivers racing here for this win, as the 88 will lead the lap off the restart. And where'd the 00 end up finishing? Or oh, 00 is in the wall. Okay, so that's the 10. That's that more burnt colored car. The 00 is the brighter yellow. Man, that 00, he's doing pretty well for himself up here, driving up here in the top 2, top 3. But right now, Warrior's coming. Warrior's had one of the faster cars, and the 00's kind of just got artificial track position from being up here, and he is going to be a little bit of traffic there. And yeah, he goes right up the wall. Looks like his car might not be handling the best right now. Though, the 88 just bounced off the wall. That's not a good thing. Well, great thing for our entertainment, but not a good thing for him. If he bounces off the wall again, he might lose this lead to one of these two. Oh, he goes down, runs the curbing. As a little bit of a shift there from Looks like maybe some lag from the guys in second and third. But yeah, oh, contact and something happened there. And now the 88's kind of back in this mid-pack, or kind of in the middle of the top 5. Well, the 8's got the clean air. So the 8, once again, well out in clean air. And the 88 now has some actually, a faster car he has to battle with. Because Will's been a fast car as well. I mean, you cannot deny he has been a pretty quick car across these races, but I don't know. Average Joe has been very solid in his 3 starts so far, winning 1 of his 3. This would be his 4th start tonight, and if he can win, that would keep him at a 50% win to start ratio, which is pretty good. Kind of unfortunate that Dodge Dakota decided not to race the defending race winner from earlier this year when we were here. But yeah, right now though, definitely just kind of looking to see if that 88, he's going to try and reel in this 8, but I don't know, it's going to take some time to reel him in. Oh, never mind, we're not going to get to see that because the 43 is around, and that will probably bring out the caution flag, though I don't really see anyone else majorly impacted by it. I guess we'll have to see if the 8 slows down or if the 8 continues to race. And it looks like they are continuing to race, so no yellow flag for the 43 who just spun coming down the front straightaway. Luckily, he is not still there, because that's always your biggest fear when someone spins that isn't the race, that isn't like right up there with the leaders, is how quickly are they going to catch X driver. And that's always a problem at tracks like Bristol, for example, is that say someone spins at the back end of the top 10, the leaders are right in it immediately, which is a big factor for why I feel like you pretty much need to throw a caution the second you get a spin at a track like Bristol. Is more just so that you don't have a leader get wrecked trying to avoid him, or having to slow the pace of the race down to essentially caution speed anyway. But yeah, definitely though, just kind of a lot of guys trying to run down other guys. Like, they each have their own individual battles going on the racetrack, like, depending on their point situation, because some of these guys close enough to pass each other in points. As I said, the 43 and the 8 are battling it out for what is essentially the points lead. And then the what is it? We've got, who else is pretty close? Gull and Liquid look like they could probably battle it out for positions, and then Laggy, Gerwitz kind of spread out, and JP, of course, is kind of spread out as well. As we got a spin in the middle, in the back of the field. That's the 00 and the 5. 00 and the 5 collected in that one, and that will be a 2-car incident, and will probably warrant a yellow flag here. I guess we'll see, because they do, the race back to the line rule. A fairly old school rule, but hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So it works so far, and we will see if they slow it down at the end of this lap. They are catching a lap car, though. If they aren't throwing the yellow, they would have caught that lap car. Can't really tell if they're throwing the yellow flag yet or not, because the corners are just so slow anyway, and it looks like they are throwing the yellow flag. Yeah, they are throwing the yellow flag for sure. Let's go talk to Warrior, since he is out here leading this one. The Warrior, you got a copy?
What's that, buddy?
Oh, well, I mean, looks like it's going okay for you. How's it going down there on the track?
It's not too bad. This number 8 DSR Chevy is still has it's fast, but it's just not where I want it to be yet.
Okay. So any thoughts about the fact that you and Will are going to be battling it out for what could be a tie for the points lead here at the end of the night?
Well,
Considering
I mean,
the fact that Dodge isn't here.
I don't feel like I'm battling Will. I feel like I'm battling Bernie now, but I know what you mean. The guy with many names. But don't worry, me and the 43, it's all in good fun, but definitely looking to get the upper edge on him this week.
Just for both of your information, since I know Will can also hear it, you guys are separated by 5 points, and because of the Dodge missing this race, that is essentially for the points lead, or will be at the end of the night.
Well, thank you for the
Good
update,
luck.
and I'm hoping to put on a good show tonight. Keep this number 8 Chevy clean, and we'll see what happens. Listen,
Buy 10, get 10 wings.
hopefully.
Because he's got that those Hooters logos around the car. I figured I'd plug the deal that they do for when Chase Elliott wins. It's like, yep, buy 10, get 10. So, just had a quick chat there with the driver of the number 8, who is actually leading this race and is currently would be the points leader, how it shakes out right now. So, he would be your points leader and would put himself in position to potentially be crowned the regular season champion here in a couple of weeks when we get to the Coke 600, which I believe is our final race of the regular season. Let me just check that to make sure. Yeah, Coke 600 will be the final race of the regular season. So, yeah, we got a few weeks out. We got tonight, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 6 races still. 6 races till the playoffs. That could definitely be a drawn out one. And we got one car on pit road as it looks like they're maybe getting ready to rack the field. And the 10 definitely looks like he thinks they're going green. Don't know about the rest of the field. I think only the 8 and the 10 really thought that they were going green there. And really, I only think the 8 went because the 10 was trying to pass him. Here we go. Oh, they're all over the place tonight. Man, they are definitely a higher caution rate than ever. But yeah. I don't know. Dodge Dakota might be able to teach Warrior a few things at some of these upcoming tracks, considering they're both teammates there in those DSR Chevrolets. I say, maybe they talked over some strategy, but I know that this is not one of Dodge's favorite tracks. He doesn't particularly like the tracks where you can essentially just choose whether you want to run him over or not. Because I know he doesn't really like Martinsville either, because that's just another track where you can just run flat out into the back of him if you really want to just take him out of a chance to win. Or like JP did in his entire first time racing here, forget that you have a brake pedal and go straight into the outside wall on every single restart. Every single restart. I think the only reason we got a green flag finish there was because I think he lagged out or chose to back out midway through. Oh, uh-oh. That looks like a wrecked number 8. Man, well, I was talking about that. Well, I was talking all that, and the 8 actually spun out and crashed, and that's going to put him now behind the 43, which would make the 43 the points leader here. But yeah, so the difference in the points, though, between the two of them being only about 5 points, which that's 5 positions on track, essentially, or if you can win the race, that would be your 5 points right there. It would be a win and a second place would be the difference of 5 points. But let's see. Caution flag looks to be out, so that will save Warriors' chances of getting back in this one. As, 73 comes up. Made contact with, I believe that was the 18, and the 5 goes through under caution flag, no damage. We got Saxy. Looks like he might have crashed there on entrance to the pits, but I think we're all good. And wait, who stayed out? No, let's talk to JP here after he stayed out here. Let's see how he's doing. Hey, JP, you got a copy?
I'm ping.
Hey, number 18, you got a copy?
Yes.
Well, first off, did you
I
just
have a
miss the pit
copy.
road the first time?
Yeah. Well, some crap happened coming to pit road, and we missed pit road, so now we're pitting the second time by.
Which, of course, that's going to mean that you drop to the tail end of the field, essentially, because of everybody else having pit before you.
Yeah.
So, have you figured out what a brake pedal is? And is your steering wheel
Yeah.
working?
Oh, I'm skilled at leader. What?
Yeah, because I think the field was going around at caution speed. You were still flying around there. When you, under the yellow flag, when you missed pit road, you continued to race around the track and essentially lap them. But they're going at caution pace. Because you decided to just fly around the field, I think that, or fly around the track, I think that's what caused it. Well, good luck at trying to get back through this field, and I will hopefully be talking to you in Victory Lane at the end of this one. By some miracle, he finds his way to Victory Lane here. But yeah, right now though, we got those 2 yellow cars on the front row, the 00 and the 10. Let's see, what do we got here? And the green flag is flying. Green flag, green flag. And let's see the drag race between the 10 and the 00. I'm not a hater, I'm a realist when it comes to the fact that JP would need a whole lot of luck to get to Victory Lane here. I mean, that's like trying to say that BJ McLeod's gonna win this week. Is he even in a car this week in the Cup Series? That's it. It's not that he's necessarily a bad driver, but it's that he's not the best driver out there in not the best equipment out there. I mean, he's essentially in field filling equipment every week, and yeah, right now though, that number 10, he's been strong before. Let's see if he can pull off. If he can maybe pull off his second career Thomas Cup Series win. Oh wait, nope, never mind. They're slowing it back down for the caution flag. So I guess let's go talk to the guy that's leading this one right now and see if we can figure out how he's doing. Because he of course played the strategy pretty well to get up there. Can you hear me?
Well, we should all get into that Wreckfest game. That's the demolition derby. They got
Can
a
you hear
free
me?
trial on it, I think. Oh, is it me? Oh, what's up, Ryan?
Can you hear me?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. I got
Oh, yeah, I was asking if you can hear me. Yeah, how's it going, Gull?
you. Can
You're
you
leading
hear me?
this race right now?
All right, how you doing? It's a great
doing
time to
pretty
be
well.
alive.
Yeah, you've got the race lead. Do you think you're going to be able to hold serve on pit road?
I don't know. We're going to see here. Maybe. It's going to be a close call. Oh, yep, I think I'm holding it. I got it.
Okay, well, did you drink enough
I
before
like to thank my
getting
pit crew
on to race this one?
For that 15-second pit stop.
Okay, yeah, that's actually pretty solid. I mean, but yeah, did you drink enough though prior to this race to prepare you?
We're going to try to stick this thing back out front, maybe. We'll see what we can do here. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Hey, I was just out front, big time.
I
Big
think
time.
the 88 stayed out from the looks of it.
Huh?
I think the 88 might have stayed out there from the looks of it at least.
Yeah, I think the 88 stayed out on
You know what? Yeah, good luck. And hey, maybe you find your way, maybe you can stumble your way all the way to victory lane. I hear
We're
they'll
going
have
to
some
try to
extra
stick it
beer
in there
there
again
for
one
you
of
if
these
you do.
days.
Did it at the Roval.
Appreciate
You can do it again. Yeah, there we go. Green flag is out, and yeah, the number 10. Yeah, that 88 just really didn't have a whole lot there on that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, they definitely tried to push him up and over the pit wall. That's because they had the beer on the other side of the pit wall. He likes his beer. Another alcoholic beverages, and actually, wait a minute. Who's that well out behind the field? Is that the 19? What the? Can I get an explanation? I'm very curious. Okay, well, looks like caution flag is out. Oh, and Will Bain is in the wall yet again. Let's see if we can dial up Gerwitz again here.
Oh, I'm ghosted. No.
Hey, Gerwitz, you got a copy? Hey, Gerwitz, did they only do half of a driver swap?
I don't know. This car's been junk ever since the start.
Ever since qualifying on the pole?
Yep. That's why I don't qualify on the pole.
Well, hey, you know what? At least you're not stuck in that outside wall.
I'd rather be stuck in the outside wall. It's gonna be the same result.
But yeah, it looks like you finished about half a driver change there. Got one driver out, forgot to put the other one in. So, any bright side you can take away from this race?
Negative. Why am
Okay. Well, hey, you know what? At least you got that Clover sponsorship to help pay for the crash damage, right?
yeah. Yeah, the sponsor ain't gonna be
Well,
happy with us for blowing up the engine.
oh, you blew up the engine? I wasn't actually sure why you weren't moving there.
You can't see me smoking. I see smoke on my windshield.
Oh no, I can't see any smoke.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even see Tony Stewart. And Will once again makes a diving move and tries to take the lead as, and that is 2 cars round, piled up. The 5 and the 18, the 2 orange cars. Actually, they look like they have matching paint schemes there. Don't know if that was coordinated or not. There. That did not look good. Oh my, and not sure what the 00 was doing there. Well, that was a barrel roll. And that is a tutorial on how to do a barrel roll in NASCAR Heat 4. From a third-person perspective. Yeah, just kind of unfortunate there for the 42, kind of stuck there. Yeah, kind of unfortunate for the 42 to be stuck there. That's 2 races in a fairly short amount of time that he's ended up stuck in a spot. Because he got stuck at Las Vegas a few weeks ago in the outside wall, but yeah. yeah, they both had the... Well, I don't know. The 00 has a pretty bright car as well. But yeah, the 2 brightest cars didn't see each other. Yeah, they both have that bright orangish red, which is typically the color used for hunting so that you can actually be seen, and couldn't see each other. I guess they were blinded by their own cars being so bright. I guess is the example. I guess they just couldn't tell because their cars were too bright and blinding them. Oh, I'm laying off the beer. I've got the Gatorade tonight. Haven't tried any of that rowdy energy yet, though. From what I've heard, it's actually pretty good. So, might try it at some point. But yeah, for the most part, though, if it's energy in a bottle, I'll drink it. Pretty much is how it goes. And the 00 from barrel roll to front row starting position. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to keep them from laying off that beer. I bet you half of them have a cup holder and a koozie in their car ready to drink in mid-race. There we go. 00 looks like he might have gotten into the wall. Not sure. I think that might have been contact from another driver. 19 had an issue there, as he appears to be doing donuts. We got another driver way out on the marbles. We got, oh, that 5 car on that apron once again. Not producing a good finish. They're not going to produce good finishes running like this. So, actually, I think the 10 might actually be fairly unscathed. But I think we might have just seen our first official retirement of the race. Yes, Laggy is out of the race, so he will finish dead last. Unfortunately, but I don't know who is actually unscathed in this one. Oh, and there goes the 88 into the wall after making contact with the 8. And here comes the 73. 8 up to block. Just about gets that block. Not really well lined up, though, to try and block. Just kind of playing defensive. Leaves that bottom open. There we go. Goes down to block. Kind of leaves the bottom open on entry to the corner. Doesn't really get to the bottom very well at all. Luckily, the 73 washes up the track and isn't able to get to his insiders. Oh, the 73 actually spun. Oh! And then the 00 came around the corner and smacked him. We got the 19 who has decided to park it around the track, it looks like. 42 has officially decided that he's done in the race. So yeah, that was another wreck there. So yeah, we got 3 guys essentially that look like they've kind of thrown their hat or thrown the towel in on this one. Because I mean, the 19, sure, he hasn't officially hit the retire button yet, but I don't see a way he's coming back from that unless they let him get all his laps back under a caution flag. You know, let's go talk to the number 19, see how he's doing. Hey, Liquid, you got a copy? Hey, Liquid, you got a copy? Hey, Liquid, you got a copy?
I got a copy.
Oh, well, what happened there with your 19 car? Looks like you're just kind of sitting there on the inside of the track.
Yeah, I actually had a good car tonight, but had a couple situations here, and I'm just gonna hang out and enjoy the race, like watch the race on YouTube with you. So yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a good time.
I'm just huh? I'll get a top 8. I'm happy with that. The way things were going with my car, I just couldn't get the setup right in this track.
Did someone say you want an invite to the booth?
How's that work? What do I gotta do?
I'll call you over on Facebook, basically, so that we can chat over there without having everybody else having to hear us chatting.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, whatever I gotta do.
Okay, yep. There we go.
So what do I gotta do?
I'm literally calling you up on Facebook right now, basically so that we can be chatting without having our mics unmuted over here, so everybody doesn't have to hear us jabbering.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, so the way the booth works is essentially just I mute literally everybody, including a co-commentator if I have them, and then we just we talk over on the Facebook chat. And that's how we would actually commentate and talk with each other about what's going on the track. I can get you an invite to the race if you want to join the, if you want to hop up to spectating mode. Since I don't think you're planning on gaining many more spots here.
So what have you seen tonight, Ryan?
Oh.
What have you seen tonight? Like, what do you think in your personal opinion has got the better car?
I think it's going to be the 88 and the 8, as long as the pace car doesn't win. 'Cause I think the pace car's got a pretty good shot at it.
You're right. The 88 is actually pretty strong, and so is the 8. But Roger
Yeah, I think those are probably the two most likely.
Roger was up there a little bit, so you just gotta be careful.
Yeah, Roger, if he can get the track position and not manage to get wrecked, he can do it. The 43, if we get a short run at the end of this race, which, again, because the pace car seems to be winning this race, might actually happen.
Yeah, the pace car's got more laps than we do.
I don't even think that's actually physically possible because, considering the way that the actual race format works, but and it looks like we're under another yellow flag.
We just came into it, so let's see. There's the 88. So.
Yeah, 88 for 1 and 2. But yeah, so I'd say watch out for that 43.
That's who I'm looking to. I think Will's got a good short track,
Well, he's got a good short run car, and he's the only one so far that I've been seeing that's willing to make it 4 wide into turn 1.
Absolutely. But it don't count Sleevy though. Sleevy's been pretty aggressive tonight.
Yeah, he's been pretty aggressive, but I don't think I've seen anyone try 4 wide on the inside at Gateway turn 1 other than Will.
Well, we'll see who gets out here on the pits first. I think we'll go. I think we'll go that 88 get out here first.
I'm gonna go with the 8, especially considering the 88 just got hung up on the back bumper of the 8.
I'm watching too. Yeah, this
For just a second.
Oh, look at there! We got a sleeper. Look at the sleeve. Look at that.
Oh,
that's
Sleeve going for a pit strategy to try and gain the track position. But out of the guys that took 4 tires, I told you that 8 would get it.
You are correct.
So 2 tires for the number
you
73.
Are correct. But we don't know how the 2 tires match up though. So they might do pretty good with short runs.
I have not seen. Out of the guys that we've seen stay out to gain track position, I have not seen them really be able to get the power down well. Like, I've seen them be able to maintain 2nd or 3rd, but I haven't really been able to see them take the lead in turn 1 on those older tires. But I don't know if we've seen anyone actually try the 2-tire call.
We're gonna see it right here. He's starting first. You got Warrior on the 2nd right there. So we'll see how these 2-tire pit stop starts.
Yeah, of course, 2 tires, but it's always a mess when you're the only one
absolutely,
on 2
yes,
tires.
it is a mess. But the way things are going tonight, there's a lot of aggressive driving, so there's going to be well, there's only what 6 cars left. Here we go. So
yeah, 7, I think total. Well, they should be getting the green flag this time. And let's see.
Look at Roger coming in there deep. Oh, he held him off. First turn.
Yeah, the one person I did not want to be on this restart was at 88. That's the one person I did not want to be on that one.
Oh, he's
I
what
think we
inside.
both
He's
can
what
agree
inside.
on
He's
that
got
one.
it. Oh, 3 wide.
Nope. Yeah,
Oh,
3
they
wide,
cut
but the 8 actually was able to duck to the inside. Yeah, now the 8's got clean air, and I guess it'll be up to Sleevy if he can hold off, if he can or wants to hold off this 88. But yeah, no, it doesn't look like those 2 tires are really sticking well, especially in that 2nd or 3rd groove up there, which doesn't really exist at this track. This track is primarily one groove, but you can get a second groove going, at least on entry to the corner.
Another caution. Another caution.
Yeah,
Yeah, caution line.
And we're gonna see the 88 actually going for that one.
No caution. No
I
caution.
don't
No
know.
caution.
I think
They're still racing.
no caution.
Still
Okay.
racing.
I say the 88 looked like he was challenging for the caution at the line there, but the 88 able to take that race lead away from the 8.
I think the 88 are the two warriors you got to worry about here. They're going to come down to the end.
I'm assuming that was all pun
It
intended.
was a little
there
pun
with
intended, yes,
the
sir.
Warriors. Yeah. I love a
It
good
was a
pun.
little pun intended.
But yeah, I mean, if you just look though, at third place, Sleevey, his car's
Oh,
all
absolutely,
over the place
yeah.
right now on that handling.
Two tires pit stop just doesn't work for people. Will's about to get around him now.
Yeah, well,
And there
hey,
he
you
hit
know
the
what?
wing.
Better to experiment with it now, and he is, ow, hard in the outside wall there.
Still on the green.
Yeah, still under the green flag. By the way, did you remember to mute your mic over on the party just so that everybody's
I did
hearing
not.
all the
I
chatter?
did not. I'm going to do it right now.
Oh,
I'm going to do it right now.
okay. Yeah, because they can all hear one side of,
You know what?
of the two-way conversation going on
I'll
here.
just put everything down because I don't know how to mute. But everything's down now. They can't hear me.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the way I do it. Is I go through and I individually mute the entire
how do you-
field, and then I go and
Yeah, but how do you feel about that 43 car coming up on the 8? You see this? You think he can run him down?
I think if he does, he's gonna have to make it. He's gonna have to really quickly
He's got to
do
hit
it.
his marks.
Though, how hard does the 43 really push though? Seeing the 8 right in front of him, knowing that he has a 5-point lead coming into this race over the 8, which will at the end of tonight be for the points lead, considering Dodge did not show up.
Well, racing with Jamie, he's really conservative. He's actually a good racer. He don't drive hard. He's just out there. And if he used around the way he does,
Will, I think, is gonna be pretty similar though.
Will's
I don't know how hard do you think Will pushes, knowing that he just has to finish within 5 spots of Warrior to maintain
I don't
that
think
points lead?
racing with Will. He's more, like I said, he's more a conservative driver. I don't think he'll push. He's just out there to get it where it needs to be. And same with the 8. They're both the same. They're both the same drivers. If you think about it, they drive the same.
Well, and I think that's kind of why you'll see this 88, and I'm gonna make the bold claim here, and that's why you'll see the 88 go to victory
Absolutely,
lane.
I won't look at that.
They aren't racing the
Nope.
88. The 88 is well down in points. I mean, he is. Let me double check just to make sure I got my numbers right. He is 277 points outside the playoff cut line. They are essentially not racing him. So sure, they would love to get the extra 3 playoff points if they can manage the win.
So does 43 and the 8 know that?
They've got
They
to.
got to, yes,
This is only
absolutely.
this guy's 4th start. I mean, it's his 4th start. There's no way they could imagine he's up there in points to battle with the likes of JP and Laggy, who have run the majority, if not the entirety of the season. I mean,
Well, I love this track. This
Now-
track is really.
but also, when you see that first place thing pop up over his head, how much does that act like a carrot dangling in front
Absolutely,
of you?
as a
get it.
competitor and as a driver, you want to take it out no matter what it is. You want to be that guy. You want to be him. You know what I mean? It's just no matter who's in front of you. You can be in 9th. You want 8th. So I think there's a caution. There's a caution right now.
Yep. Yeah, but in particular though, kind of knowing that we have 2 conservative drivers though running 2nd and 3rd, are they the kind of guys that would still push the
I
issue to try
think
and pick up that
out
win?
of the 2, I think the 8 is more aggressive than the 43. being on a track with him.
But is the 43 hungrier, as he has only got one win on the season, and he, by technicality, missed the playoffs last year?
It's a possibility. It really is, and that's only if it's in his head right now. I don't know what he's thinking right now, but I think if his head's in the right spot, yeah, he'll do what he can. But I think that 8 is always aggressive at every track I've ever been to with him. He drives conservative.
Yeah.
He's just.
Oh. And there they go, kind of slamming into the pit wall, or into the pit wall / into the speed limit there.
But I tell you what,
But yeah,
no matter where the 10 is, Roger, he'll show up eventually. I don't know how he does it, but he'll show up.
and I say his one career win so far, Charlotte
Charlotte
Roval,
Roval. Yes,
the
sir.
one time I've ever seen him get aggressive, and he was able to get the win
he's
off of
gotten
it.
a little bit better, but that's why I don't count him out either. I mean,
Yeah,
how many races
that's
we
kind of
had
the thing
in
I've
the
always
season
I've pegged about.
with Dodge and him up front? He doesn't race Dodge aggressive, but he's getting better. He's getting more aggressive as the time goes by.
Well, as I say, here's one note. You are actually outpointing Gull in the points in the
I don't
league.
see. That's fine. I don't see how I am because he's always. I don't know what it is. Gall always shows up at the last second. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Usually, you guys seem like you're glued
Yeah,
together. I mean,
You're
usually it's
Yeah.
you two basically glued
Yeah,
door to door the
that's
entire
good.
race.
I like that. That's fine. I enjoy that. But he is. You're right. He's more conservative racer than most out there. But I think he's always put his car where it needs to be at the right time.
Now, do you think he has enough beer to get through the rest of this race without needing to, pull into the pits for a beer stop?
Well, that's another question we have to ask him. I don't know. You're right. That's a good question.
Because that could be a
It
factor.
could be.
Pulling
That
down the
ghost
pit road
lager,
to grab
yeah,
another
yeah.
beer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I think we both know he's the
But-
kind of guy that would give up a win to pull down pit road so that
absolutely.
he has time to
Yep,
go grab another
yep.
beer.
But we got the 88 on the outside here.
Yeah, now I've seen a couple of these guys arcing it into the corners, so I wonder if that's kind of the strategy, or if he's just decided that. 'Cause, I mean, you got to assume that with that outside lane, you're gonna try and arc it into the corner, or you're gonna give up the spot.
Usually
to
it's
the,
give up the spot.
car
When
on
I
your
was on the
inside.
outside earlier, I gave up the spot.
Yeah. Now, I guess that comes down to whether you think you've got a better car than the 8. Because if you think you've got a better car than the 8, I think you try and dive it around the outside and hope that you can either battle him door to door coming off at 2, or that he lifts and you can cut down to the inside to put the block.
It's just this track is it's hard to figure out, but if you can figure it out, you can race really fast here. But it's looking right now that the 8's just
Look
pulling away.
who's the highest non-Chevrolet driver right now. I believe you've mentioned him a couple
There's
times
some
already.
Sleevy's fighting for his position, but
Yeah, Sleevy in
But-
that number 73
but
Toyota
look how
Camry.
clean the 88 and the 8 are. They haven't had much issues.
Yeah, I mean a little
Just a
hood
little
wrinkle.
bit,
I think
yeah,
I can
just a
see
little-
just about
yeah.
on the 88, and a little bit of a bumper that's been used for its intended purpose to bump.
See, the 8's pulling away right now. It's close. He's probably about a second behind.
Yeah, I think the 8 might be stretching it out, but to be honest, I'm just kind of looking back through the back of this, or through the middle of the pack. I say back of the
Yeah,
pack,
it's
it's like, yeah, there's not really a back in the pack. There's the 8, the 88, and then everybody else,
Oh, there's a
essentially.
split,
And they're
I
wrecking.
reckon. There's a caution at the line.
Yeah, and
Another
they're
caution.
wrecking.
Which
Yeah.
that doesn't help Warrior out at all because Warrior was pulling away.
Oh, oh, man, that was hilarious. That was too funny.
I missed it because I was focused on the 8.
The 18 just completely door slammed and spun the 73 coming to the line. Like, just the 73 was already pretty much up and gonna hit the wall, and then the 18 just turns dead right into him and causes him to spin out and doesn't spin out himself. Here we go. Everybody's pulling it down the pit road. And there's some cars already in their pit stalls. That would be the 19, 42, and 5 already in their pit stalls.
Man, drunk.
But yeah, so let's see. Anyone staying out on this pit stop? Doesn't look like it. So no one stayed out, but and I guess it'll be a question of is the 8 got the better pit crew? Oh, 88 with 2 tires stop. 88 with the aggressive call there.
I mean,
Barring another caution, he just gave this one away. I mean, 88 just took 2 tires.
so how many laps left? Have you?
I have no idea why.
Checked in on that?
If you back out, I can send you another race invite, and then it will tell you how many laps we've got left to go, and you go to load in.
Right now.
Okay, yep. That's usually how I do it when I've got 2 commentators, just because it's an easy way to do it without having to ask them.
absolutely. So I just backed out.
Yep. And there's your game invite. Oh, 88 being courteous to the number 8. 88 took 2 tires, won the race off pit road, and then gave the 8 the inside line.
I got 50.
I can't.
85 of 100.
Okay. I cannot imagine in 15 laps that this 88 is thinking he's got this win. I mean, the 88, he took 2 tires.
I can't watch the race.
And he's on the outside lane. Green flag is out, and
I'm unable
let's
to
see.
watch the race. Send me another invite.
Oh. I say, if it does that another time, you might need to just like restart your game, like quit out the game
Okay.
and then reload it. That's what I've done before, because sometimes it acts weird, especially on the older Xbox. Actually, the 88 on 2 tires is actually able to stick up there, and he's actually challenging. He's going to take back this lead. I completely thought that was the wrong call. I thought 2 tires was absolutely a wrong call there.
He's
but
holding it.
I don't know. Oh, no, there we go. 8 was able to clear it, and oh, that's going to be a caution flag. So I guess the 88 will get a chance to correct that call, considering he and the 00 just wrecked.
the fuck into me into the wall.
Yeah, there's...
Another conference. They're moving right now.
Yeah, another caution.
Arguing right now in the chat.
Yeah, another caution flag is out. But I mean, when it came to that, I think, to be honest, the thing that really caused that incident, like the 00, he was just up there trying to race. The biggest thing that caused that was the fact that the 8 made the aggressive chop to take away that inside line and was clear, but just about, and that's what sent the 88 up the track and ultimately into the 00 who was coming around the outside.
The race, another race is over. Okay, so who we got is Warrior. You like that pun intended?
Yeah, Warrior's
you like
leading.
That pun intended. I told you.
Yeah. Yeah, but right now, Warrior has no challenge from behind unless we get that caution. I don't think Sleepy's going to be able to run him down in the remaining laps unless we get a yellow flag. which I thought we were gonna get from the double zero and all them spinning.
Yeah, there was no caution.
Because
They
the
kept
88
moving.
and the double zero had it coming together, but looks like they've since all gotten back on the track and are racing around here.
So there should be about, what?
Probably about 10 to go.
So there's time for another caution.
Yeah, they still have time for another caution. Question is, though, is anyone remotely close enough to each other to
Oh, right,
really
no. I just
realistically
went
wreck?
through it. There's nobody. Whoa,
Oh, wait,
we
no,
got the
wait,
73 here.
I was about to say, JP is within half a
Yes.
lap of somebody. There's always a chance for a wreck.
Oh, there's one around now.
You never want to be within half a lap of JP.
Will's going for the pass here for second.
Oh, yeah, here we
Will's
go.
got
Will
it.
and Sleepy.
Will's got
That's
it.
not going to go bad at
Oh,
all.
look at Gull.
And the 10. Gull making himself known.
Oh,
And there goes that 73. Contact.
He held it.
Yeah, he kept it going, but now that 10, though, he's just going to kind of lurk there.
That's what he does. He's consistent.
Yeah, the 10 and the 43. I mean, they are just lurking there. And I believe, is that second place or is that third?
Second and third. Yep. They're resting for second.
Well, I think that's second and third. Yeah, I wasn't sure if the battle was for the, yeah, so I can see Warrior just up the road there. Wasn't sure if there was someone else in between them up the road, in between, 73 in the wall. But, no, he just scraped the wall. Okay, he's all good. If tire rub was a thing in this game, he would not be at all good.
I think if the only caution were to come out now, it'd be between the 43 and the 10. They're the closest two together.
The 73 and JP are within half a lap of each other. That could produce a caution. And the 88 and the double zero, those two just tangled up on the previous restart, so I don't know. It sounded like, from what I could hear, the 88 did not sound pleased with.
Oh, that's a caution. No.
No. Double zero just around on the backstretch. It
That
looks
was
to be all good. Oh, 88 spinning down the front stretch. Hard spin and crash there for the 88, but it looks like he's still going.
Yep, it's under 5 to go.
Oh, it's under 5 to go. Oh. So then Warrior's probably got this one unlocked.
He's got a half, almost. He's coming out of turn 4.
I believe he's actually, is he? I'm gonna say, he's got 2 wins already on the season. He's about to add a 3rd one to that list, it looks like.
And it's good for him, man. He showed up. He's been doing good the last few races.
Yeah, he's been doing really well, and he's racking up those playoff points, which are going to be key to getting through the rounds of the playoffs.
He was one of your Final Four last year, I believe.
No, he actually missed the Final Four after the Sonoma and
That's
Michigan.
right. It was Harmon, me, Leggy, and Aaron. Not Leggy, Sleevey.
Sorry, my memory is kind of slipping. Who won the championship last year?
I still got that trophy.
Okay.
I still hold that ring. That was a good race at the time, man. It was a good time.
Yeah, figured I'd let you remind me since I actually knew who won it.
That was a good playoff, man. That's when I focused the best.
Yeah, and that was probably the laggiest race I've ever watched.
It was pretty laggy.
On my end, at least. I don't know. Actually, your first win might have been even laggier. When you won that, was that Pocono where like 4 cars finished out of I think an entry list of like 11 or 12?
Yeah, that was in Texas.
Oh yeah, that was Texas. That was when
Warrior
Warrior died.
Yep. Well, another spin. And Gall went around, so it's going to be, looks like right now, Warrior and Will.
Do you know what that means?
They made the chase. Yeah, that's
It means they're going to be
Yep.
tied for the points
Easily,
lead coming
yep.
out of this race.
unless
I wonder what Will's. I wonder how much Will's gonna be upset when he finds out that he and Warrior are tied yet again in the points. Because what is this, like the 8th or 9th
yeah,
time that they're gonna be
it's been
tied for a points
absolutely.
position
I would say
after a race?
7th or 8th. Yeah.
I think it was like every other race for the first half the season.
Oh,
It was like every other race. It was like, oh yeah, Will would pull ahead, and then Warrior would match him on the very next
he
race.
just has such a big lead right now. There's no way he can.
Yeah, there's
I mean,
no
he-
catching
yeah.
him right now. I'm just kind of watching to see when that speed slows down to show that the race is officially over,
He's worried about.
because that's really the only sign.
I think this might be the last lap here. Let's see if he got it.
Yeah, let's see.
No.
Oh,
that
Sleevey
was-
runs around on the front
Looks like
stretch.
one more to go. There it goes.
Let's say Sleevey round, and
Race is over. Race is
here
over.
we go.
1-2.
Race
Yeah,
over?
race is over.
Okay, Warrior wins it. Well, I'm
All right,
gonna
yeah,
go
go
do a
do that,
quick
man.
interview
Thank you
here
for
with
inviting me up to the
Warrior.
booth, brother.
Yeah, well, thank you for
Absolutely.
joining me up here.
All right.
Warrior, you got a copy?
Yes, I do, Ryan.
Oh, well, hey, you managed to get that one.
Yeah, this Hooters number 8 DSR Chevy was pretty good tonight. Me and the 88 have been super close all race long. I hated for him that happened on that last restart, but that's just racing. I'm just glad to keep this car going straight and avoiding any disasters that came my way while I was up here.
Yeah, it kind of looked like, I don't know if it was a block by you that sent him up into the 00 or what exactly transpired, but it looked like a combination of a block from you and him being on what I thought was 2 tires. I'm not sure if that was if we ever heard that that was or wasn't 2 tires for him on that final pit stop.
I'm not quite sure if he took 2 tires or not, but I definitely came in a little hot in that turn, so I had to check it up a little bit. I'm not sure if that played a factor in it, but again, I wasn't trying to mess anybody up, but I just hated for the 88 because we were having some good battling going on all race.
Yeah, 00 was just kind of up high and looked like wasn't much that could be done once Joe ended up out the groove. But hey, you got that win, 3rd win of the season for you.
Yep, definitely feels good. On to the next one.
Yeah, on to the next race. So, well, hey, you know what? Congratulations on your win, and we will hopefully be seeing you next week.
All right, see you, man. I should have said that. Darn it.
So, yeah, that'll conclude the coverage here from the Gateway Motorsports Park. Thank you guys all for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video stream or whatever you guys choose to do with the rest of your night. Have a great